We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Jordan Yamamoto gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Digging in now, Richie Ashburn. And we are set for baseball here this evening. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Segura.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. The pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. VR onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper. The 1-1.
2 balls.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Liner toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Cole Hamels, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Now at the plate, Juan Pierre. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1.
That's ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Up next from Miami, Hanley Ramirez. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate, Gary Sheffield. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Cliff Floyd.
Ready now for the Marlins, Cliff Floyd. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1. Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. Miami out to an early 1-0 lead. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Mike Schmidt. A 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Stepping into the box, Andrew McCutchen. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Here now the 2-2. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Striding into the box, Jimmy Rollins. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A 1-1. Misses for the second ball. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
3-2, full count. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now in the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Jorge Alfaro is on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Aguilar and deep. Gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he's definitely off to a shaky start tonight, giving up 2 home runs in 2 innings. The good news is they were both solo shots. The bad news is the rest of the lineup is salivating in the dugout, waiting for their chance to face him.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
The 2-2. No outs, nobody on. Now that's popped up. Hoskins has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Batting center, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Standing in, Jonathan Villar. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Still even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Harper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting in, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that's in there, base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
Into the box now, Jordan Yamamoto. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2. Fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 Miami. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-1 home. Here's a fastball that misses. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Floyd has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping up now, Davy Grion. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Cole Hamels. And he pops it up. But this will land untouched. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Pierre. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Shortstop, Hadley.
And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. At the plate now, Hanley Ramirez. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Gary Sheffield. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate, Cliff Floyd. And that misses for ball 2. 2-1 now to Floyd.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in this start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Pierre stands at second with 2 gone. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in, Richie Ashburn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-1 home. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And the Phillies are into the hit column. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
To the plate now, Bryce Harper. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sheffield is there, 2 down.
The batter, number 11.
Digging in to try it again, Jimmy Rollins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. He's set, the 2-2. One run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set, the 3-2, fouled off. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the 2nd walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
So stepping in, Rhys Hoskins, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Marlins on top 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off-speed or the breaking ball.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Center fielder going back, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Got a piece. It's 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Harper is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Ground ball left side. Oh, look at Schmidt. The throw to first. How about that?
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hits this one hard the other way. Segura fields it cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Miami. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it seems like every at-bat has gone deep into the count, which has resulted in a really high pitch count for their opponent. We checked the numbers. So far, they've worked a total of 6 full counts. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Davy Grion. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
No, that's down.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, number 35.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Hamels. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So now to the plate, Richie Ashburn. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Jordan Yamamoto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
2 balls and a strike now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
2-2.
Fouled away. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Juan Pierre is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Ready for another shot now, Juan Pierre. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. One there. On to first, a double play.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Hanley.
Digging in once again, Hanley Ramirez. 1-for-2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Marlins down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Gene Segura. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Floyd is there. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
In now, Bryce Harper. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. So 1-1. is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pierre is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
High and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Phillies down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Gary Sheffield. The 3-1. Hit on the ground to third. Schmidt's got it, and there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 30, Cliff Floyd.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cliff Floyd. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. 1 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. Ashburn is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd
Now
out.
batter, the first baseman,
Jesus Aguilar will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There's Segura. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 3 and the Phillies 1. Yimi Garcia will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. 7th inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Andrew McCutchen.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Heading out towards shallow right. Sheffield is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Rollins comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Here's the 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pierre is there. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full. 3-2 here.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 3-1. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Victor Arano is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Josh Harrison will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
Full count, 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard to short. Harrison's got it. in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Ready now, Brian Anderson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Segura has it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Miami down in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brian Stanek will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Miguel Rojas is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Davy Grion. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
At the plate now, Josh Harrison. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Richie Ashburn. Swing, and he pops him up. And this will land foul. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And VR will look this one in to retire the side. Phillies down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Stepping in, number 19, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Hit softly on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Now back, center fielder, Juan Pierre.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Juan Pierre. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Hadley Ramirez.
So striding forward now, Hanley Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Full count still. Again, he sends it out of play. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And it's still 3-1. Drew Steckenrider takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 71, Drew Steckenrider.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Gene Segura.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 0 for 5. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits. First and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating.
In just a sec, as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Brendan Kinsler is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Shane Victorino will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Rhys Hoskins. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. To 2-2 now.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
It's sharply toward third, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit, and that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Standing in now, Davy Grion. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Still only 1 out in the inning. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Stepping in now, Josh Harrison. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Richie Ashburn. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 6-3 game.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the ninth as a huge ninth-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Phillies lead it 6-3. Steve Bedrosian comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Gary Sheffield.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Bedrosian is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle. The Fish find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Cliff Floyd. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Stepping in, Jesus Aguilar. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Fouled off. And he struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Here's the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
Wow, how quickly things change. The possible winning run has gone from in the hole to on deck to at the plate. Things have gotten a lot more interesting here in a hurry.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Bases are loaded with only one out. On, he pops it up. Harrison into shallow left, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, the pitcher, Brandon Kintzler.
Corey Dickerson be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Dickerson.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Ready with the 2-1. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Sir Anthony Dominguez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Steve Bedrosian wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.